Hello, my name is John Weiss and I'm a captain with Willard Fire and Rescue, and we are continuing our ImageTrend Elite software video series. Today, we will be reviewing a couple of new options and requirements that have been added to our ImageTrend Elite software. So today we're going to start out on the EMS side, starting in our training database here, so it will not show all of our staff in the personnel section. Some of you may have already noticed that in the dispatch area for the incident number, this is now requiring the 2-digit year, dash, 4-digit incident number, and then dash and the patient number. So every report now requires that patient number. This is helping out when we have multiple patients, such as a car crash, and especially for billing purposes. As we continue through the squad report down to patient info, and on the left side here, you'll see that in all the sections that normally were red or blue, you may now see the new orange color. This all depends on the validations for any fields that are in those different sections. So when you open up the patient info section, you'll see that the patient name is requiring the last name, the first name, and then the middle name or middle initial has the orange color with the flag. This is kind of like a warning. It's not a requirement, but it's basically saying if you know the patient's middle initial or their middle name to enter that. That is important when we are doing the EMS billing and sending that out to the billing company. The middle name actually helps when there are 3 John Smiths and one may be, John A. Smith to help with billing purposes. So we'll use our friend Mickey Mouse. And as we then get to the middle name, his middle name is Theodore, so we can put a T in there. Continue on. You see now the flag goes away because that validation rule has now been met. As we continue on, we've had several instances where the Social Security number has not been completed. So now you can complete the Social Security number, and once you have met the requirement of entering 9 numbers, then the requirement goes away. If the patient refuses to give you the Social Security number or they're unresponsive and you don't have that on the hospital face sheet, you can hit the pertinent negative button and click Unable to Complete, and that will satisfy the validation rule here. Going to the fire side, you will see that on the fire side, there's a new Apparatus power tool that's now available in the ImageTrend Elite software. The power tool is located in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. So down here where it says Apparatus, that's the Apparatus power tool. Open that up and it's going to show you the apparatus ID, the type should fill in, the dispatch date and time, and then you can edit your personnel and edit the apparatus from this section. So if you edit the personnel, you can go through here and pick them from the list and any other parameters that you'd like to fill out. The rank does pull in from their personnel file, their primary action, so if it was to do ALS, transport the person, the time in, time out, and hours spent, this may be for future use for incidents like payroll. So once you're done, click OK. Click back, and now you can go in and edit the apparatus. So this is where you can show that the apparatus was an EMS unit, it's an ALS unit, the apparatus was sent, and again, what their primary and secondary actions may be. So if you provided ALS, transported, and then it shows all of your response mode and date and times at the bottom. If you needed to type a actual narrative for apparatus, depending on what type of a situation it is, you would enter that here, and then click OK to go back to the apparatus power tool. Then once you're done entering your personnel and your apparatus, you can go ahead then and click out of this. If you need to add an additional apparatus, such as to add personnel that is at the fire station standing by, then you can go ahead and click to add this. The apparatus ID is more. Here's on station. And then you can click OK and then go back to that and enter the personnel the same way here. So we can enter the personnel. We'll add John Doe in this incident to show that he was on station while the other crew was out handling the call. And then click OK. Then once you're done, you can exit out of the power tool and continue on with the rest of your report. That's just a couple of the new options and requirements that's been added to our ImageTrend Elite software. If you have any other questions or suggestions, please reach out to me. Also, stay tuned for more training coming up with CPR, ImageTrend, documentation, billing, and a TIMS class, which is Traffic Incident Management System, and Pump class, all coming this spring. Have a good day.